What's up YouTube? This is my second recipe video in which I decided to make a buckwheat bread. So I honed my baking skills for some time and I updated my recipes, and now I use sourdough starter. So I have a gluten-free sourdough starter made with rice flour. And it's a very basic recipe, like I don't use a lot of ingredients. So let's get into it. Preheat the oven at 150 degrees Celsius for about 10 minutes. I like to use the fan, the oven fan. I put in the blender about 200 grams of buckwheat groats, raw buckwheat. As you can see, it's not the brown kind, it's the white, greenish kind of grains. And I'm gonna blend them up into a flour in my NutriBullet. I'll also be using my rice flour sourdough starter. So it's a starter that I made. It has beneficial bacteria. Now I'll add the flour in the mixing bowl. A bit of salt. A generous pinch of salt. Some baking powder. A teaspoon. And my sourdough starter, two tablespoons worth of that rice sourdough starter, and water. Yeah, I couldn't really focus on filming it right. Mix it up till you get a pretty liquid, pretty firm dough. So it's in between the firmness scale. Ooh. It was a bit difficult to mold it properly because it's a very sticky dough. This one turned out very sticky for some reason. So, baking time. Yeah, nice and warm. And the time, I'd say about 25 minutes. Also, I turned the heat down because I don't want it to end up very crispy, you know. I don't make normal breads. My breads don't have crust. Before I used to bake them at higher temperatures, 150 or 160 degrees, and they were a bit crusty. Now I make them softer. Some people say that they destroy the bacteria if they bake their bread, and they heat it just overnight in a dehydrator or at very low temperatures. So that's not baking. This is baking. At time to check it. It's not ready yet. Yeah, it goes to show that lower temperatures don't bake it so fast. Have to wait some more time. Okay, so at this low temperature I ended up baking it for 45 minutes. So if you're in a hurry, if you're really hungry, you can bake it 150 C, and that'll take 25 minutes, maybe less, a little bit less. So this is the bread. Crispy, a bit crispy and soft. It's very soft. So it's not your usual bread kind. Thank you for watching. I hope you find this useful and enjoy baking.